Hello there, everybody. So, been playing about a bunch of Minecraft with some of my buddies. This is our Java Edition server that we've been working on together. It's survival multiplayer, uh, normal difficulty, and I wanted to make a video because we started a Bedrock server, and we wanted to kind of show off what we built here on this Java server to some of the people that we've been playing with on the Bedrock server, and also just have a record of all the cool stuff we built. So unfortunately I have to use my crappy mic for this, so just deal with it. Alright, so let's get started here. We're here at spawn. This is 0, so this is where we spawned in our world, and there's not too much here other than a dirt hut with some crenellations and a ladder all the way up to the sky. So up there is another portal, and it connects to our network of nether ice roads. So we'll fly up here to save time having to climb up that ladder. We'll go through the portal. We have to go through this portal a few times because we have it linked up in weird ways. No, we don't. We just have to go through it once. So here we are up on the roof of the nether, where we've built a lot of ice roads to get around to our various places. There's no one hooked up to spawn because no one ever comes here. There's no reason to. So let's just run over, eat some chicken. So we'll run over to the nether hub over here that we got. We got another portal to trash. The ice road, it's pretty short, so we don't actually have to take an ice boat on it. And you see over here is the nether hub that I've built. Looking kinda Taj Mahal-y. A lot of glowstone, bunch of gold. So this is our nether hub with a gold floor, classy as hell, and a glowstone dome, quartz walls, looking good. Got our pig snout banners, and we have our portal to home base. This is the portal to Cockerton itself. So we'll step on through, and here we are in Cockerton. So it comes out below the railway station here. So this is a railway station that our buddy Adam made. He's got rail lines to all the different places nearby, so we can go up the into the railway station. We got railways that go to all the different places. We'll take some of these actually once we get done checking out what's actually here in Cockerton proper. So you can see we got classy diamond and gold clock that moves around. Pretty cool. Those sounds that you hear, go back down to the bottom here. So this is the musical grand collector. This is something I made. It's just a bunch of item sorters, so all the drops from all of our farms come up through this water stream. They get shot up in the air. You can see them coming in there. And then go into the item sorters, and each item that comes in makes a different sound. So these are going to make like a ting sound. So you do that by take your standard item sorters that you see everywhere. You replace the block. Oh god, I'm getting stuck down here. You replace the block under the repeater with a note block, and then you can change the sound with all these different kinds of blocks under it. So that's what I did. So we got water streams that collect all of the drops from all of our different farms in the area, and it gets sorted into these chests. So we got a chicken farm, an iron farm, sugarcane, wool of various types, vegetables from some villagers, pumpkin and melon farm, and a zombie flesh and gold farm, because we actually have an at-home gold farm, which is very nice. So anytime we need to sell stuff to villagers, we can just come in here and like, here's a bunch of iron, let's go sell it to the villagers. You can just take it and go sell it. So that brings us to our next major build here. We got some farmers and shepherds in here, and that's fine. But then we have the shopping mall. with the Cockerton banners on them. So this shopping mall was built by my buddy Adam. It's got 3 floors. We got all of our villagers in here with indicators of what they buy. So, you know, these guys will buy zombie flesh, these guys buy iron. So the guys on the bottom here buy like our most common source of wealth, which is iron. And then we have librarians scattered throughout. This guy sells mending. So we have librarians for all of our different books that we might possibly want. On the second floor we got some more random guys that we don't really use as much, but we can still sell things to. And another couple librarians. And then up on the third floor, looking fancy, we got all of our, a lot more librarians. So these guys have the majority of the books that we possibly could want. And Adam, of course, named them all and gave them random descriptions. And some of them sell glass, so we can get a whole lot of glass from these guys. They buy ink sacks. I have a squid farm nearby. So we can get all kinds of nice, awesome resources. And it looks cool as hell in here. So good job, Adam. Yep, so that's our villager setup. They're all trapped in here. Since we're playing on normal, we couldn't zombify and cure them because there's a 50% chance that they'll die. So these guys just have regular standard prices, but we produce so many items that it really doesn't matter. So yeah, that is the villager trading hall. Over here we've got, this is a bamboo and cactus farm that basically is an XP farm. So the bamboo and cactus gets, or the cactus gets smelted by the bamboo, and then you can put something in here, like grab some of this cactus, put something in here to collect the XP at some point, and it just kind of collects XP over time. Not our best source of XP, but it's pretty good. You can see I just went from level 33 to 42, so pretty decent. But that was just on the way to... Ow. I got a couple decoy creepers that I put around town. On our way to our storage hall. This is the entrance to my buddy Chris's mine. Goes all the way down to bedrock, lots of mining. But then we have our storage room that my buddy Tony made. The bank. Looking pretty awesome. Got the Cockerton banners on there. Some yapping dragon heads. Wither skulls, these aren't actually decorative, it's just an indicator of how many we have if you want to go kill a wither and get a beacon. And then inside, we've got Big Jim for security. And we got all of our storage here, so we got, you know, all the different resources we could possibly want all stored up here. So some of the best ones to show off is the amount of iron we have and the amount of emeralds we have. It's a lot of emeralds. And then we got all of our various different resources, you know, our redstone stuff, leather. We've got spare elytras with mending and unbreaking, and some shulker boxes. We're actually a little low on shulker boxes. I'll have to go get some more at some point. And then down here we have an armory, also built by my friend Tony. So, you know, we got spare gear here. Not particularly well stocked, but it's good enough if you die and you just need some random equipment. You can come down here and get it. And then you take the ladder up. So yeah, it's our storage room that we got going here. A lot of good stuff. Looking pretty cool. There's also, let's see if I can fly up top. Since we all have elytras, obviously, I'm flying around. We also have a landing pad up on top, so you can fly onto the top of the roof, push a button, fall right in, be in storage. So good stuff there. Over here we've got the Super Smelterator 9001. This thing is 64 furnaces, powered by bamboo. This is something I built. and kind of take a look at some of the innards. This is the keep the minecart there long enough to fill with bamboo circuit. So the fuel minecart comes in, goes under this chest, which is bamboo storage, which is empty because I've run it a few times. Picks up a bunch of bamboo, delivers it to the furnaces. And then the bamboo comes in from, we have both a static, just regular bamboo farm, like produce bamboo over time. And it's also hooked up to, down here, a Ethos Lab bamboozler. So if the bamboo levels fall too low, it'll actually activate this thing, and it's a bone meal powered bamboo farm. But like I said, I've been using it a little bit, so it's actually pretty low on bamboo. And it gets deactivated unless this chest has enough bone meal in it, so it doesn't like constantly run. Got an ore gate here, so there's enough bone meal and there's enough bamboo. So if there's enough bamboo, this gets turned on, so it'll stop it from running. If this block gets powered, it stops the bamboozler from running. So if there's enough bamboo, this one will stop it. If there's not enough bone meal, this one will stop it. So it only runs if there's enough bone meal and not enough bamboo. So pretty cool. And then this line of redstone here is what comes from the bamboo storage. So as the bamboo storage fills up, it'll activate different things. And it splits off kind of down here. So it'll activate the bamboozler, I think that's this line. It'll activate the bamboozler after the passive farm. So the passive farm will keep the levels of bamboo topped off, and the bamboozler's only if it falls below what that farm can keep up with. But this super smelterator is super great, and all the bamboo comes in here, gets collected by a minecart into the bamboo chest. But this thing is super great. It will smelt a whole shulker box of items in about 90 seconds. So incredibly good for smelting stuff. So that's the Super Smelterator 9001. There's Chris's mine here. I'll just go run down his staircase a little bit. Pretty unique design. Chris always makes his mines like this, with the lava in the center. Looking pretty cool. A minecart going all the way up. Oh yeah, we have a slime farm. Actually forgot we had a slime farm down here. Which is probably not working because we have so much slime. Yeah, I actually deactivated it. I put water in here so that we wouldn't have as many slimes. Because we're just drowning in slime. You build a slime farm, you have way too much slime all at once. Yeah, pretty standard design with the iron golems and the spawning platforms for them. A little further down in his mine, we also have a spider farm. So just giving people a reason to visit. I also have a creeper farm here, but I'll show that on the way up. So all the way down at the bottom here, we got XP farm. Over here, this was our first XP farm that we had here in Cockerton, so it did pretty well. It's just a spider spawner back there. There may be 2 spider spawners. But the spiders come up here, you kill them, you get the XP. Pretty standard. You got the sting, it's got Bane of Arthropods on it, so you can kill these guys, but don't really need to do that. But yeah, this is our first XP farm, so there's a little bit of nostalgia going on there. This isn't the way. There we go. So we'll go back up the staircase here. We'll stop off at the creeper farm. So over here, dug out a little bit of an area. I have, so this was the original creeper farm. It was water powered. I had it hooked up to a hopper clock here to push the water in and out, and the creepers would get pushed up to the surface, get pushed into this trench. Water trench goes all the way up to the surface. I have it deactivated now because we have a better version with cats. So let's just block this back up again. And this version uses cats. Very standard. Got a cat in there, carpets to stop spiders, trapdoors to have only creepers spawn in here. And the creepers will spawn, cats scare them off the platform, they go down into a collection system and pushed back up to the surface. So I think I got 5 or 6 layers here. So it's actually rather good. But we'll see where it comes up at the surface up top. So let's get back up to the surface here, take the staircase up. But yeah, we all like to try to put something useful in our bases, give people a reason to visit, generally. So that was Chris's base. He's a bit of a dwarf, he loves mines, so he built the mine. Now, speaking of the creepers, we also have, a job board, XP circuit, things that you can get XP for. So we also have over here the rocket factory. This is something that I built, inspired by Tango Tech, the guy on Hermitcraft. And this is where all the creepers from that creeper farm come up. So they come up into this glass tube where you can mock them. Look at that creeper. How do you like it now? You gonna blow something up? No, you're gonna get killed by lava. Ha! And we also have a trapdoor here where you can use it as an XP farm. So there's nothing better than mending your pickaxe with creepers, let me tell you. We also have a rocket factory here, so if you press this button, I got some dispensers down below that will deliver a stack of rockets materials in your inventory. So if we look at my inventory, I got 2 gunpowder. Let's just throw that out. Got nothing here. I push the button. We got paper, gunpowder. You can just craft your rockets. Oh yeah, there's no recipe, because we're playing on 1.16 still. But you got a stack of rockets. Nice and easy. Anytime you need them. And paper, we just have the paper here. And a tiny sugarcane farm to make more paper. And if we want gunpowder out of the gunpowder storage, down here's the guts of the machine. So yeah, these are the droppers that deliver the stuff. And a pretty basic redstone circuit here. Then we have bulk gunpowder storage. This creeper farm was so efficient, I actually had to install an overflow circuit. Let's see if I can get up here. Yeah. So if let's see. Yeah, if this hopper fills up with gunpowder, or no, this hopper fills up with gunpowder, and we got some other random crap in here apparently. This will unlock this dropper circuit, and then this dropper will shoot it all into the lava if you have way too much gunpowder, which we do. Not a bad problem to have, let me tell you. Yeah, so that is the rocket farm. We got our pride flag. Got a bee farm here. This thing's actually also built by me, also deactivated because we got way too much stuff. But we got bees in these little modules here with a comparator that will activate these dispensers every time the beehive is full, but they're deactivated with these redstone blocks because we have way too much of this stuff. I was like, you know what, I'm tired of emptying this chest and trying to keep it from overflowing, so I'm just going to turn it off. Over here we got a sea pickle farm. This is like all of our dyes, where we can get all the different dyes. This is a cub fam design. So you just turn it on, get a bunch of flowers, get a bunch of dyes. Got all the 2 tall flowers. We have an output here for the squid farm. So we got quite a bit of ink sacs, which are actually really good to sell to the librarians and get emeralds for. So you can turn ink sacs into glass, more or less, pretty easily. Down here we have a exit to the walls. So I have this redstone powered door that I made, piston door, and it takes you outside the walls. So we'll go back in. Yeah, that's all that. And then we have an iron farm up there. That's what that is, iron farm. Pretty standard design. We got 3 villagers up there with a zombie. And the zombie scares the villagers, spawns iron golems. Iron golems fall down. And I captured these guys. Well, I'm actually going to wait here for an iron golem to come down and get munched by these ravagers. But I captured some ravagers, and they are what kill our iron golems. Yep, here comes one now. Come on down. Whee! And he gets munched by a ravager into his tasty, tasty iron, and all the drops go over to the Grand Collector. Continuing on, you could probably guess what this is. Yeah, that's right, chicken farm. So I've modified the design. It's actually deactivated right now. I've modified like a standard chicken farm design. We'll turn this bad boy back on. We had too much chicken, so I turned it off. But I modified a standard chicken farm design where it, this part will shoot the eggs out as they lay the eggs. And then I modified it where that same circuit that shoots the eggs out will actually push out a bucket of lava. Down here. And I added a little bit to the circuit here. So the egg shooting activates this circuit, comes down here to an observer, repeater on vortex, to an observer that will shoot the lava bucket in and out. So it'll just kill the chickens and cook them automatically, and we get tasty, tasty cooked chicken, which I am eating right now, delivered to the Grand Collector. Then we got some basic cow farms, pig farms, free range pig farms. They're free to range, obviously. We got a bunch of horses. We got some skelly horses too. We'll need to build a stable for these guys eventually, but that's fine. We'll go this way first. So we got pumpkin and melon farm. This is like one of the first farms that we built in town. This was made out of diorite. But pretty basic stuff going on there. It's observers detecting pumpkins and melons growing, pushing them into a water stream, which then goes off to the Grand Collector. We also have a sheep farm down here. Pretty fun design to watch. Sometimes I'll just come here and watch them for a few minutes, just like floating around. But they float around, they eat the grass on these gaps here where they're not being pushed by water. And then they get pushed in front of some shearing dispensers that shear them, and then the drops go to the Grand Collector. We got a villager breeder here if we ever need more villagers. We don't right now, but we can if we need them. Then we got some guys trapped, some farmers. These guys are growing crops, and they go and they try to throw them at this guy in the center. Let me open this. Try to throw them at this guy in the center, which gets interrupted by some hopper minecarts. And then the drops all go off to the Grand Collector. Common theme here. This thing is a sugarcane farm. So you can see there's sugarcane growing in there. I actually have it hooked up to a hopper clock now, so the pistons just activate every now and then just to reduce lag. Because it was a little bit laggy when a bunch of pistons were all firing at once. But, you know, regular old sugarcane growing up, getting cut by pistons, drop into water streams, hopper minecarts collect them, go in here, and off to the grain collector. So I like the grain collectors. You can like hear all the different kinds of items coming in. Like that's sugarcane coming in. So you can like hear the language of the base. Like the didgeridoos or the pumpkins and melons. Good stuff. This is the Hall of Achievements. I put a bunch of signs up just for people to kind of show off their things that they're particularly proud of. But only a couple of us put stuff on there. We got an old push-button wheat farm. So you push a button, the water comes out, harvest it all, and you have to replant. You don't really use this because we don't really need wheat, but we still have it here, just for nostalgia's sake. Over here we got some more peripheral farms. This is a oak and birch tree farm. And a creeper. Get out of here. Guess it's not perfectly lit up here. Let's just put one of these down. Okay. It's oak and birch tree farm, so you grow the oak and birch. These pistons break all the leaves off. Other pistons shove the wood out. There's a TNT duper up there. Drops TNT onto that obsidian. Blows up all the wood. Wood comes down here. You get all the wood. This is a melon farm that is used exclusively for making bone meal. And then this over here is a bone meal silo, which will actually be empty because the Super Smelterator 9001 has a line to request bone meal. This line actually is the request bone meal line. Oh, it's actually there is enough bone meal line. So if there's enough bone meal, this line from the Super Smelterator 9001 gets activated and stops it from sending bone meal over. And that's what this glass tube is to send the bone meal to the Super Smelterator 9001 line. But like I said, because I've used it a few times recently, it's a little bit empty. Needs to rebuild. Gotta spend some more time in the base and build up our reserves again. So that's most of the cool things we got over in this area. I think that's about it for our major farms and things that we have here in Cockerton proper. So we have this water elevator here that is for elytras only. Put those signs there because there's no way to get down without elytras, but it takes you up this big glass tube, but it's an elytra launching platform. But it's also a good place to look down on the town and take a look at what it all looks like. Pretty cool stuff. Got the iron farm over there, Tower of Sauron, so that Fortress of Doom over there is my base. So we'll go take a look at it. So fly on down, hit the bee farm. So yeah, this is my Fortress of Doom. Still a bit of a work in progress. I've built up a bunch of the walls, but I still have to make like a great hall in the center. And I got the Tower of Sauron there also, with a skull with magma flowing out into a lava moat. This lava moat has claimed a few casualties, me included. Because when you fall in, there's no way out. And there's also a drawbridge, so I can turn that off. This has actually claimed a few creepers' lives, so it was totally worth making. Like, being chased by creepers, you just run across, lower the drawbridge, they try to run in there, and then they get eaten and killed by lava. So inside, this thing still gets me. Like, I put it here. This is my base. I know it's there. It still gets me every time I walk through the door. I go, ah! It's got a bit of a courtyard here. And then inside, Nice small room, a lot of cats. Got some a to-do list, and this is what I mean by like I want to make a great haul, because this area is just a little bit small. You know, I built this first. Like it was one of the first things I built when we moved here. So it's just a little bit cramped. It does have a classy gold ceiling though, so that's something it's got going for it. I got maps here of the end, so whenever I explore the end, I take a map. I'm usually our designated end raider. But I like to use the map method because then you can know which fortresses you've already raided, which ones you haven't. So anytime I need to go there, I just grab a new map, like I'll fill in this section. Grab a new map, fill it all in, raid all the end cities I find, and then move on. In here I got an armory with some materials, not very much because I've moved most of it to the bank. And then in here my buddy Greg made a potion lab. This was our first potion lab. We have a bit of a better one, which I'll show you guys soon. But this was pretty good. He was just like squatting in our base, or in my base, and like I said, I like to have reasons for people to visit. And then we got nether wart in here too. With an airlock, because we thought that you still had to have it be darkness for nether wart to grow. But that's not the case anymore. So we were worried about like creepers spawning in here and then coming out and blowing up the base, which has absolutely happened until we put lighting in there. So we just have this, you know, too tall airlock to make sure that nothing can get in and out. You can actually go up on top of the Tower of Sauron. Yeah, and this is my monorail station. So the monorail station you saw earlier, this is the line for my base. Then you can actually go up on the Tower of Sauron here, water elevator. So this is like if I'm in the base and I need to, you know, go over to the nether portal and I'm feeling lazy, I'll just go up here and jump off and fly over to the nether portal. So you can see, you know, Cockerton proper pretty nicely from up here. I also have a tree chopper over here. So this is a TNT tree chopper. You grow a bunch of trees. You know, the two tall trees or two wide trees down at the bottom. They grow. You push a button. This thing drops TNT and destroys them all. So you can kind of see a little bit of the Fortress of Doom's battlements here. And like I said, still got to build a great hall in the center here, so it's still a little bare. But we'll get there. Alright, so that is pretty much everything about Cockerton proper here. We got beacons, of course, to give us haste and everything. So since I'm up here, let's fly over to the ice boat racetrack over here. So my friend Greg, there's a monorail line to it. My friend Greg built this ice boat racetrack. I wonder if we could do a circuit of it, or if it'll work. But this is for, you know, kind of just a fun, you know, race your friends kind of racetrack going on. Let me see if we got any boats in here. We do have a boat. Maybe we can do a circuit. Let's try it. So I think the starting line is up here. Just walk on up. Alright, so I'm pretty sure you're supposed to start here. You go down. Woo! Yeah! Extreme! Woo! And up. Woo! He's got these like water elevators. So there's a bit of like things that can go wrong. You gotta take this curve just right. It's really hard to steer with ice boats. Oh my god! Woo! Yeah! You go across here, up here, I think. Ooh, take a little bit of suffocation damage. Woo! Yeah! Ice boat race. This gets extremely comical when there's more than one person going and like everyone's just like not able to steer and like running into shit and running into each other. So that's pretty good. Oh, yeah, we got the slow part. Oh, God. Yep, and then we come up. Got another going up part. Trying to gain elevation with an ice boat is rather tricky, but he seems to have found a way. And then we got the straightaways where it comes outside. Woo! Yeah! Woo! Oh God! I got onto the slow part. Oh no! All right, you get the idea. So yeah, the ice boat racetrack, pretty good time. We'll go back to the monorail here, and we'll take the monorail to some of our next locations. Let's see, grab mine cards. Alright, so that was the ice racing track. Go to my buddy Liam's base, take the monorail to it. So my buddy Liam made a underground dwarven castle, which we'll go take a look at here. Oh God, there's a... people don't pick up their mine carts, and then they bounce back. But anyway, this is the entrance. Speak friend and enter. So we come down here. This is his, starter hole, storage room, and then down below is the actual dwarven fortress. And a few creepers up there. We got this long staircase. It's a very dangerous place. That's why you need to have a fortress down here. Because things will kill you if you don't have a fortress going on. So we just kill these guys. So yeah, he dug all of this out. Yeah, we aren't playing on the Caves and Cliffs update, so like this wasn't a naturally generated cavern. He actually dug this entire place with a pickaxe. But the guy likes digging. What can I say? And then inside he's got a dwarf hall, dwarf face. So sometimes like we'll come down here and have meetings, like we'll just sit around in the chairs. Not like actual meetings, just like hanging out. Like, hey, come hang out in the dwarf fortress. That's what we do. So yeah, that's that. I think you can actually fly up this staircase. A little dangerous, but yeah, it's fine. So yeah, so that's that. So let's just walk back because that minecart is gonna mess up the monorail again. So yeah, if you were going on foot, this is the path in. We have another piston door here for the battlements to get inside. So this out here is unsafe. Inside the walls, safe. And that's to keep pillagers out. Like, these walls are actually really good for raids. Because we can trigger raids, kill all the pillagers, get really good prices from our villagers if we ever want to. And the pillagers cannot get into town, they cannot kill our guys. So it's all good. Alright, so that's that. We'll do Adam's base last. Chode we'll do later. Magic library, yeah. So my buddy Greg also made a magic library up here on the cliff, which I'll show you. So that's where we store all of our enchanted books, stuff like that. So anytime you die and you need to remake all your equipment, you can just come here, take the monorail, so you don't have to walk, because you just lost your elytra. You have to walk on your legs like a filthy peasant. And you can come to the magic library, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, so in these chests we got all the different magic books, so you can just come in here, grab all the magic books you need, and then head off to our bulk XP farm to remake all your equipment. He's got like a meteor thing, kind of like hit the wall over here, and it's being held up by chains and end rods. Pretty cool, if I do say so myself. So yeah, we got more of our books, you know, mending, unbreaking, all that stuff. Got an aquarium in here with a bunch of tropical fish. Still on 1.16, so no axolotls, and you can't have axolotls with fish anyway because they'll kill them. But yeah, pretty nice little aquarium going on there. Go back up to the second floor here. You can see the overlook. So this is like built into the side of a cliff face. We could probably see a little bit better if I flew out. Another decoy creeper to mess with people. So this is the landing pad. You can fly here from the elytra pad in the village. So let's just fly out here a little bit. So you can see it's kind of like built into the side of a cliff face. It's looking pretty neat. So go back inside. So yeah, we got all the magic books that you could possibly want. So anytime you die, come here, grab all the magic books you need, and you can remake all your gear. We also have an alchemy factory. I built this thing. It's Impulse SV Auto Brewers. So you can have full chests of every kind of potion that we could possibly want, and if you take some of them out, it'll automatically brew more. So unlimited potions of any kind that you could possibly want. Pretty great. Then we got a bottle return. Alright, and that is the magic library, so we'll take the monorail back here. And you get a pretty nice view of Cockerton while we're going along here too. Oh yeah. We call this luxury Minecraft. We're actually the 1% of Minecrafters right now. Alright, so grab that minecart. Next up is Mount Chode. Which one's Mount Chode? There we go. Mount Chode. So this monorail takes you outside the walls. Don't take any damage from that bone meal line. It's fine. And this will take us around. That pylon is the end of the spawn sphere. So that creeper farm, we had to light up everything within these pylons, basically. Down here is my squid farm. So you saw all the ink sacs coming in. They come from that. And then we have Mount Chode. Still working on getting all the Mount Chode National Park. Still working on getting all the diamond blocks for it. Oh god. But, you know, it's a giant dick statue. Because what base would not be complete without a giant dick statue? You can even ride the dick. Whee! They come out the tip. Yes, we are all very mature adults that only make serious things in our Minecraft world. Alright, we'll take the monorail back. You can see we built in a savanna because we didn't want it to rain or have lightning fucking up our base all the time, so we just built there. And then we got some plains nearby, desert. That's not actually a jungle there. My buddy Adam just made those trees. But you can see one of his bases, a bit of like a tree stump going on there that we'll visit next. So we take the monorail back, jump off. Technically, yes, I could just fly since I have an elytra, but we built this before we had elytras. Oh, yeah, he broke the monorail. It actually goes somewhere else, so we will fly this time. Whee! So pretend we're taking the monorail. Chugga 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 chugga. This is like Adam's Druid Grove kind of thing going on here. So he's got a giant tree stump, and inside he's got all of his storage stuff. It's kind of fun to come in here and just like bounce around on the vines up top every now and then. It's something I do. And he's got vines to go up and down everywhere. Iron golem for security. A couple parrots. Moonin. And Hugin. He always names all of his animals Mordecai. He's got a drowned aquarium. But this is built in a swamp, so he's got like some swamp fires going on here. Looking pretty cool. And then further along, he's got an addition to the monorail here. So let me get up here. This is like Elf Village. So he's got this dragon statue, which looks awesome. That he got from a design of somebody else on YouTube. So he asked that I link in the description the design to these statues. So you can look down below for that. So we fly in here. He's got like a bit of an elf village kind of vibe going on. Like a WoW elf. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. You know? Cool stuff going on. I keep taking damage, so I'll eat this. So still a little bit of a work in progress, like we're all constantly improving things as time goes on. But pretty neat. Somewhere around here is elf statue. This is another design that he lifted off of YouTube from a tutorial. It looks pretty cool. So he's got like this statue. Let's land on this tree. Statue overlooking the rest of his village, but still under construction. It takes a long time to do all these things, especially since like we're not like full-time YouTubers or whatever. We just play this casually on the weekends and every now and then. So yeah, that is my buddy Adam's base. Check out the description for links to the tutorials for those statues. And up here you see the magic library as we fly in, the line to it. Fly back in here to Cockerton proper. And I think that's all that we got around here, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, that's pretty much all we got. So now we'll head off to the Nether and look at some of our more far-flung builds. So we head through our Nether portal, another decoy creeper, make people jump. Let's got our Nether hub here. So let's see, what should we do first? Blaze farm, the end. Yeah, we'll do over here. We have the gold farm. So, like a lot of builds in the Nether, just kind of have stuff hanging out in the void. But this here is a turtle egg gold farm. So you can see all these zombie piglin. They get attracted to turtle eggs in that center pillar that we're kind of targeting. You just watch them. It's like a mass murder machine. We get so much gold from this thing. But you just watch them all run to the center and fall to their death. And then we collect their rotten flesh and gold. And then down below, near the collection area, so my buddy Adam made this this pigman farm. It's a real mass murder machine, let me tell you. It'll slow down while I'm standing here, but yeah. Down below, I added to it this piglin bartering station. These are the mocking chambers where you can mock them. Haha, you have to give me stuff, even though I have to give you gold all the time. So yeah, we got a bunch of pigmen here. Gold ingot inputs, you put the gold in here. You flip the switch, flip the switch, flip the switch. I think it's going. I may not have kicked that minecart enough. But you flip the switch, it goes back and forth, distributes gold to these guys. There's a hopper clock with a timer, or as a timer to give them gold. And then all of their stuff gets put into these item sorters. So these are all the things that you can get from the piglin bartering. But the gold from the gold farm comes out here. So gold here. and then the rotten flesh gets put into this automatic shulker packer. So as the rotten flesh fills these things up, when it fills up the shulker box completely, piston breaks the shulker box, dispenser shoots out another shulker box, and the filled shulker boxes end up in here. So you don't have to sit here transferring rotten flesh back and forth in your inventory constantly. You just grab, 4 or 5 shulker boxes full of rotten flesh. We truck it back to Cockerton and sell it to clerics. So yeah, good stuff going on there. So if we head back down, we'll take an actual ice boat this time because we're going a little bit further. Got the slime blocks to bounce off of. Pretty fun. Island Paradise is where we want to go. Let's just make sure there isn't anything else that's really cool. Blaze Farm, it's pretty standard. We have a blaze spawner in a fortress that catches them in lava and funnels them all into one block so you can kill them. The end, I actually have an ender there, so we'll take a look at that first. Right here, we've got an automatic boat spitter outer, so you can get a boat, and then when you return it, you run it into a cactus and it goes back in there. So we got these ice boats here to get around our world very fast. Get around our nether roof very fast. So we're going to go to the end. And I think it's this way. Yeah. So I got signs showing which way everything is. And these ice boats ice roads to make us able to travel really fast. I'll take this boat with me actually. Still need to build up like actual tunnels around them, maybe, if you feel like it. I don't know, it doesn't really bother us, it's just ice and fences on the nether roof. So we'll go to the end here. Up here, to get our first elytras, I actually made use of these flying machines, and these things are, kind of like death traps a little bit, let me tell you. But it'll get you your first elytra. This was a Escal 85 design, another Hermitcraft guy. But like this piston will stop the flying machine while it's flying, so you can actually have like a flying machine that'll go out and you can stop it wherever you need it to and then go back. But that's not what I was showing you. I was here to show you guys the Ender. So over here is our most powerful XP farm. I use water to stop the Enderman from teleporting, so pretty standard, not that exotic design. There's a Endermite and a minecart up there, and then there's this big spawning platform for the Enderman to spawn, and we're far enough away from the main island that the only place Enderman can spawn is here. They get attracted by an Endermite and a minecart up there, and they fall down the tube. This water stops them from teleporting away. You can see we still got a bunch of ender pearls here. This is gonna get real loud. I know. So yeah, they fall down here, you kill them, you get XP. So this is where we would take the those enchanted books from the magic library if we died. And we got a sword here in case you came here naked, with sweeping edge on it, on-off switch, so that you can enchant your stuff in peace and not have to listen to the Enderman. Bunch of anvils here, enchanting station, grindstone in case you mess something up. Pretty good stuff. So yeah, whenever we die, just grab all your books, all your gear, come here, kill Enderman to get your XP back, and enchant all your stuff, and you got your stuff back. Nice and easy. But that's the only thing we got here in the end. So now it's time to head back to the overworld. So we'll fly back here. Back in my base. And know what? I'm feeling lazy. I'm gonna take the Tower of Sauron. So yeah, now we'll head back into the Nether, and we'll show Guardian Farm and also Island Paradise. I think that will be the last stuff that we have, really, that's worth mentioning. I'll just check out the signs in the Nether Hub again to make sure. Wither Killing Grounds, not really all that great. Mesa Mine, yeah. We have an ice boat road to a mesa that's like 10,000 blocks long. Island Paradise, Woodland Mansion and Jungle, that's not really that cool. Island Paradise is, though. We're gonna go there. Trash Spawn. The End, Blaze Farm. Okay. So off to Island Paradise then, which is in this direction. So this is a good way to save rockets and still move real fast. It's these ice boat roads. Whee! Oh, I missed my turn. A little tricky sometimes. Make sure you get it right. There we go. Come on. There we go. Oh yeah. So we go along. So this is, you know, a fair distance away. You see the distance that we're traveling in the Nether. So these ice boat roads really make a difference. So this is Island Paradise. Population 1.5. I'm the 0.5. I was living there for a little bit. Points of interest: ocean, sunken pyramid. So step through the portal here. So yeah, this is Island Paradise. This is somewhere that my buddy Greg spends most of his time living. Fly up and take a look at, you know, what's going on here. So it's an island in the middle of the ocean with a fishing spot. This is a fishing spot with, you know, a little bit of a lava thing to throw the junk that you don't want. But my friend Greg has a texture pack, so it makes it look real pretty. So he'll just stand here fishing, because he likes to fish in Minecraft. And then he gets like beautiful sunrise, sunset. Just very peaceful little Minecraft island that he's got going on here. We'll fly over here. So, you know, back towards the portal, he's got an enchanting station because you get a lot of XP from fishing. He's got random stuff that he's fished out, some gear to enchant. And up here, he's got another enchanting station. He's trying to keep the whole aesthetic of the island mostly intact, but just have a couple buildings for like his functional stuff going on. So we got some more chests here, some netherite in it, bows that we fished out. So you can smash these together and actually make a pretty decent bow. And then over here, that island is my buddy Tony's island, and then there's a dome, an underwater dome down there that I built. So let's fly over to Tony's island over here. So he's got like a bit of a vacation beach house going on with a dock. So, you know, if you don't fly, you could boat all the way over here. Come over to Tony's place, hang out on the beach, take a load off, enjoy life. Got palm tree going on. And he's got his beach house, all nicely decorated, because Tony actually decorates things unlike a lot of the rest of us. He's got a pie on the table here, a little kitchen. Very nice cozy little place he's got going on here. A refrigerator, I get it. Wow. I like it. Cool stuff. Oh, and then down below we got this water dome, which goes over to a Guardian farm over there. So we'll check those out too while we're here. So I built this this glass dome down here, and it is my undersea base. Not really too much of a base going on. But so I drained this whole area. Yes, drained it all. It took a long time. But this was like a ruined village that was naturally generated underwater. So I just kind of like domed it over, and my plan is I'm gonna fix it up and like make it a real village again, and I'll put some villagers down here to buy fish from the Guardian farm. We got a little bit of storage going on, just of random stuff from when I was here. Bed, all that, all the essentials. And then this also hooks up to, I think I moved the skelly horses out of here. Yeah. This also hooks up to a tunnel, which goes to our Guardian farm, which is another one of my builds. Chicken while we're running. So this tunnel goes all the way over to the Guardian farm, so you can approach the Guardian farm safely without getting shot at. If you're like in a boat or you don't have an elytra and you can't just fly into it, this is like the safe way to go. So you can see we got some beacon effects, regeneration and strength, I think. Oh, here's my skelly horse. I gotta bring him back. And for some reason this, yeah. Anyway, this is the inside of one of the Guardian temples. So my friend Greg and I fought a war on water. We drained this entire place with 2 sponges. That's right, 2 sponges. It was a pain in the ass. But we did it. We mined out the center and hollowed it out. And then I have some Guardian catching chambers all around the outside that the Guardians get sucked into. And then they all get funneled over here, all the way in here, where they then fall to their death. So it's not like extremely fast farm. It's pretty fast, you know, fast enough, but you'll have to AFK here for a while if you want like a large amount of prismarine. But it's efficient enough for our needs, basically is what I'm getting at. But I'll go outside. I'm actually going to put my armor on because I'm going to get shot. So we'll go outside. So the basic design here is Guardians are attracted to sea lanterns. So I've put sea lanterns inside bubble columns that will catch all the Guardians and put them up into these, oh god, come on, stop shooting me, into these collection chambers where they all get funneled in to the killing chamber. I have several of these around, so you know it's not the absolute most efficient Guardian farm design, but I came up with it all by my lonesome, so I'm pretty proud of it. I got a dolphin helping me out. Good job, dolphin. So yeah, let's head back inside. If I can find the entrance again. This also doubles as a pretty decent squid farm because they keep killing all the squid. And we have a conduit that you may have seen on the way in to give us water breathing. So we'll go back inside here where it's safe. And we can keep it all nice and dark in here because nothing else will spawn in a Guardian temple. So yeah, you can see them, they all come in from the different collection chambers and then get funneled to their death down here. And sometimes they survive, but you can go down there and kill them. So yeah guys, I think that's it. That's all we got. All of our stuff that we built in New Cockerton, well not New Cockerton, regular Cockerton. New Cockerton is the Bedrock server that we're playing on. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, good for you. I'll catch you all later.